Hi everyone, welcome back to Epipixel Studio. Today in this tutorial we will create this explosive text animation in Blender using particles and force fields. I will show you how to set up text, create the particle system, control the particle movement using force fields and fine tune the simulation to get this final result. So let's get started. We will start by deleting the cube. Then we will add one text using Shift A text. We will update the word text to Blender and we will just check everything is fine or not. So we will just rotate it by 90° in the X direction and we will scale it up. And yeah, now it looks good. We will apply all transforms. And so because it is text, we can't apply the transform. So we will just check the text properties. Everything looks good. So we'll just convert it to mesh and we will apply all transforms. So if we see, everything is applied. Now we will just adjust it. And if we see the now if we just go to edit mode and if we see the geometry of the word, it's not looking good at all. There are random edges and everything is there. So what we'll do, we will go to the modifiers, we will do generate and decimate modifier, we will do planar and keep default and apply it. So if we see the geometry, the most of the edges were removed which were creating not good geometry, so it looks good. Now if we see points a little bit far, go to edit mode, select all and subdivide it once. So now points are nearby, so it will create more better geometry in the like when there is curve in the letters. Now if we see, we will just extrude it little bit so it will have some thickness. So we will just adjust enough thickness, not much, little bit thickness only. So yeah, this looks good. Now we will go to add modifier, then we will do remesh and we will go to the sharp and we will just uncheck the remove disconnected, so other things will be displayed. We will update the octave depth so until everything looks clear. So if you see, this is how it's looking on when we set up 8, and if we set 9 there is no much difference, so we don't need 9, 8 is fine. And if we just tab it, it looks good. We will apply the modifier and now if you see how it looks like this now, so all the proper geometry, proper vertex point, everything is there. So we will just check it everything and it's good. Now we'll select the mesh and we will just go to object, quick effects and quick explode and just try playing it. So if we just play, if you see, it's in two different pieces but it's large pieces and it's going down as of now. So now if we go to the particle system, we will increase the particle number to 50,000. We will update the end frame to 250 and we will just adjust the lifetime randomness to 0.3. We will remove the velocity and we will just have some randomized little bit, not much. We will apply some rotation on the normal direction and we will just randomize it little bit, and face also we will randomize it. And then we will go to field weights and we will disable the gravity so particles will not go down. If we just play, you can see the particles are not going down, it's randomly rotating in the same world space, it's not having any force fields. So we'll just change the seed and try again, because we need to change seed every time because there's a issue where if we don't change the seed and before playing again, it creates some issue, it doesn't work properly, so we need to change the seed and try. Now it looks good. Now we will go to the texture, like how we want to have that particle or explode effect. So we will go to texture, create new texture. Now if we go to texture menu, we see many types of texture and each will perform different. So if we select noise, for example, if you see it's very black and white spot nearby and small. So if we just go to particle system, change the seed and play. So if you see it's happening like this randomly, some particles are from within the bird is going. If we change the type of texture, for example magic, so it will be like different kinds. So from random particular times it will just uh, emit the particles. If you just play it for this, if you say it's not like noise structure from every place, it's some random place and bulk of the particles are moving. So each texture type will have its different kind of effect. So if we go to the blend, so there are multiple types, linear, quadratic, easing and different type. So we'll try the easing, and if we change the seed again and play it, if you see from one side it's starting and it will go to the other side. It's like easing from one side to other side easily. It's exploding or particles are coming out. And we will just increase the particles because still particles are a little bit big. So we'll just double it around 1 lakh, change the seed, and if we see it's like this, particles little bit more small earlier than it's like this. If we just full play it, so if you see the particles are starting initially, but it's confined to particular space. It's not going down, up, sideways, and it's rotating at its own place. And according to the lifetime, it's getting deleted. Now we wanted to have a effect on this particle, so it moves in some direction. And for this, we are going to use force fields for this multiple. So we will add one wind force first. So we'll just do shift M force fields and we will add wind. So wind is added. So by default it's pointing to upward direction. So we will just rotate it little bit according to Y. So it will go to the top left side and we will adjust the strength. We will increase the strength of the wind and we will have some noise amount. So little bit randomness will be there. So if we just go change the seed and play again, you are seeing the particles are moving in that direction where wind force is there. So this is how wind force affects the particle. So each particle, each letter will go in that wind direction. And if we just play it and if we change the wind direction at the runtime, if you see the particles will be moving along the wind. So if you want to have randomness during the animation also, like from top left to top right or any other position, so you can have animation on the wind field and you can have the particles going in the different direction at different time. So this is how wind field affects those particles. So we will keep it top left side direction only. Now if you see there is no randomness, so we will add one turbulence field. We will have more strength on the turbulence, so it will have more randomness. We will have one size and noise amount 0.3. And if we just change the seed and play again, you see the particles are now not directly going above, it's going but with some random movements, not directly. So that is the difference turbulence field is creating. So we will have lifetime a little bit more because particles are getting destroyed early. Change the seed and if we just do it, if you see it's randomly rotating and going up and it's not in one direction, it's going far away and particles are staying for more longer time. So wind field and we will go to turbulence field and we will reduce the strength little bit because it's too much strength. And we will just go change the seed and play again. Yeah, so if you see this looks comparatively better than earlier particles were going too far also. It's not directly like one place. There was a randomness but more randomness was there, more turbulence effect. So now this looks better than previous one, and if we just play it's accordingly going. So this looks good. Now we will just click on the camera. We will have camera positioned already. We will have camera animation. So we will just place camera like this, a little bit rotated towards the blender. So initial words will be there, and we will just set it up accordingly and little bit move the y direction, and then we will move the z direction above, so we will have more particles visibility. If we keep the z down position, then we will not have particle visibility. Then we will add location rotation keyframe to 0, and we will increase the frame to 500 end frame, because if we see our animation was 250 was happening till n only, so we will just have more total random. Now we will go to last frame and we will move the camera accordingly, and so mainly DER, the end letter should be focused at the ending frame, because B and L particles were already gone by the time it reaches the R. So that's how we will position the camera, and we will add the location and rotation keyframe. If we just play, so it will be very slow motion, and it will how it will go. Now we will add one plane for the base and the background. We will scale it up, move down, and then we will move to the X direction, so it covers everything. And we will just go to edit mode, backside edge we will select, and we will extrude it in Z direction, so background will be created. And we will just select that cutting edge, the common edge. We will have a bevel, so it will be smooth. Curve will be there, it will not be sharp edge. And we'll just scroll the wheel, so I have more edges in between to perfect a smoothness. And we'll scale it little bit X side more, so camera will not have any blank background. If you see, it's proper and nothing else is there. Now we will go to the shading editor. We will assign the materials. So for the background, we will just have some kind of a blue color and little bit dark. We will select our word blender, and we will have kind of orange, red or orange kind of color. It's like this, and we will keep it a little bit light only. And if we see, there are, you can see some types of holes are there inside the word, so we'll check that why. So if you go to the explode material, we have color ramp and everything, and that is creating those kind of edges. If we just change the color of that transparent BSGF, is still not much, but we can keep it the color same. So we'll just copy the hex from main principle and paste it here. And if you see, it's still there is no, so we will just adjust the color ramp. So if you adjust the color ramp black one side, so if you see, moving is create like reducing the transparency, and if we just keep it near the white one, the transparency is getting removed. And if we move white to the black side, more transparent is happening. So we don't want transparent thing here. So we will just keep the black side nearly white, so there will be no transparency and everything will be block. So this is how it will be. And now we will just change the color little bit, because transparency effect was not there, so color was not looking that great. So we'll just change it little bit more red, and this is how. So shading is done. We will just update the render settings to cycle, then GPU compute device. Samples we don't need this one, so we'll just update to 64 and 128. And denoise we will just update the use GPU. And performance compositor, we will just enable GPU everywhere, and memory will remove the tiling, and we will add final render persistent data. Color management, we will have filmic and medium high contrast. And we will go to output properties. This is fine. If you want 4K, we can update the resolution to 4K. Then we will select the output path for our case, and we will just have file format PNG only to render in PNG frames. We will just save the project so we don't lose anything. Now everything is done, so we will just cache everything. So we will just bake all the dynamics. So baking will just have all the animations saved in the cache. So it will help in render time, rendering. So now baking is done. If we just play it, you see according to our force fields, the particles are getting emitted and going in that direction, and camera is slowly moving. Okay, now if we see the NDER, all at once are going up, and that is the issue. So after half word, the things are suddenly going at once. If you just go to those particular frames around 200, 210, everything starts moving at once, but we want one by one only. So for that, we don't have to increase the actually end frame. There was a issue with the texture mapping properties, so that is size X, because the text is in X direction. So we just have to reduce the size X. So accordingly, so one by one, everything will be there. So we'll just change it to 0.3 and just we will run it again. And we can move it directly cursor to the around that frame. If you see N and then D is going, so still E and R is going at once. Just when D is started, E and R is started also going. So again we will go to the texture properties, we will reduce it further. So we'll just try 0.2 and change the seed, and if we just play it, and after we change, so the starting of the animation delays, and if we see now D, E and R, it's almost going one by one only, not at once. ER is still little bit, but yeah, still that is good enough. So this looks good, and one by one is going. And that's how you create the explosive text animation in Blender using particles and force fields. I hope this tutorial helped you understand how to create and control this type of effect. If you found this tutorial useful, make sure to like the video and subscribe to AP Pixel Studio for more Blender tutorials animation. Please comment if you want any specific topic for the next video, so I will just work on that. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.